What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Bob Arum. Bob Arum responds to Anthony Joshua's trainer search, and this is what he had to say. He says, listen, whatever new trainer he gets, he's gonna get beat by Oleksandr Usyk. Not now, not next year, never. Usyk is too smart for him. Joshua is not gonna learn in 6 months what he never learned, how to fight a southpaw. Those are the words of Eddie Hearn. You know, me counterpunching Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn hasn't believed in Anthony Joshua for a very long time, for the last 2 years. When, his fighter or his ex-fighter, former fighter, Andy Ruiz, beat the piss out of Anthony Joshua, Bob Arum lost all faith. He's been dissing, downing, clowning Anthony Joshua ever since. So since he's got beat, now it's his time to say, see, I told you so. The big bastard can't punch. He doesn't have what it takes. He's a bum. And, so a lot of people, like they say, every dog has his day. So Bob Arum is adamant that he will lose again. And it's a lot of things. It's a thing about belief. When you believe something and then you see evidence of that, that's only going to make you believe it more. So Bob Arum is supposed to think exactly what he's supposed to think. My only question is, if Anthony Joshua was for top rank, would he have that same mindset, given what happened in his career? Counterpunch. That's what you think of, So if he changed his tune because he was a top-ranked fighter and he earned way more than any other guy in his stable, would he have that same mindset towards Anthony Joshua? No, chances are he wouldn't. Because like even Vasyl Lomachenko, Terrence Crawford, they're very talented, but they're not huge earners in the sport. So the best thing that Bob Arum had was someone like Tyson Fury lately. Think about it. But if he had an AJ on his team and he lost to Andy Ruiz or whatnot, do you think he would be calling Anthony Joshua a bum? I think he would be praising Anthony Joshua for beating Andy Ruiz in the rematch. So it's a lot of ways you can think about it. This statement from Bob Arum, though, I think it's more biased by favoritism, by his belief than anything else. He's not a fighter of Bob Arum. So Bob Arum doesn't care about the money because he never received any money from Anthony Joshua. He's just looking at Anthony Joshua as a guy that he doesn't manage versus a guy that supposedly can't punch like Andy Ruiz that he once had and threw to the dogs. He threw Andy Ruiz to the wolves. Andy Ruiz just upset his perception of him by beating Anthony Joshua, a guy that he looked at once upon a time most so highly, okay? Because, Bob Arum, even he said after that wasn't Anthony Joshua in there. That was an imposter. Right? No, that was Anthony Joshua. Just your former fighter beat him, and I don't think Bob Arum knew how to take that. I don't think he knew how to take that type of situation. It may be some bitterness because he might have been thinking, Bob might have been thinking, maybe I should have kept him. But if he would have kept him, he wouldn't have ever gave Andy Ruiz the opportunity again. He threw him to the dogs. So, I think that's, a little bitterness on mistakes that people make, especially, when they have the opportunity to do something and they have something in their grasp and they don't initiate it. Let me give you an example. Look at Eddie Hearn and Tyson Fury. Eddie Hearn has said he wished he would have signed Tyson Fury then, back then. But knowing what we know now, however, who's to say it would have went that way? They probably would have ran into the same type of problems getting a Wilder fight because it's from Matchroom. It's from Eddie Hearn, and Eddie Hearn had to deal with Shelly Finkel, and Shelly Finkel doesn't deal with Eddie Hearn. So we'd have probably seen the same situation that happened, okay, with the AJ and Wilder negotiation. So, but back to Bob, I think Bob has it in for Anthony Joshua. He's on the born to lose list for Bob Arum. So that's why I think he's saying this mostly, given that and Usyk is just a tool for him to say exactly what he believed in the first place. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Bob Arum's counterpunch and thoughts of Anthony Joshua shopping around in America for a trainer. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.